Oh, rock of ages, hide thou me behind the cross this morning. Good morning, Asa G.
Good morning, Mighty G.
All right, we're in the studio this morning, brand new day, and of course, a brand new start.
Don't touch the
God has
dial.
given us another opportunity that we can start like this, Touching somebody else's life today is going to be the most special thing that we can do, or anyone can do today. Asa G, how was your week so far? How is your week going so far?
Okay, I think I'm having a chatterwampus week.
A great week.
Yeah.
Toastmasters speaking.
Okay, we started off on Sundays.
Right.
We had a health fair.
Oh yes, I almost forgot about that one. At Savannah Health Fair on Sunday.
Yes, and that
Right.
was good. And in the evening after that, I had some training, and it was a good training, right? We're training health promoters.
Okay.
Yes. Yesterday, Monday, Tuesday, it was a quiet day. I was just laying.
Just lazing around, just relaxing,
Yes.
and just
Yes.
And
I think that did me good because yesterday I felt like fire was in me. I was working all day. No.
Well, you were working all day doing what? You were just working?
Yeah, man, housework. Well, what do you mean by working?
I know. You see, when you're working, you have to qualify what work is, because housework is not qualified as working.
Oh, is that so?
Housework. That's why I say housewives. Housewives are not really the persons who have, really been the featured women.
Well, that is so true. But I tell you something: if you should leave the persons them who think that housework is not good, are not qualified to work for one day in the house, I am sure that they would quickly change that position.
Ah,
It's a lot of work.
your housework is a lot of work.
Yes, it is.
I've listened to this conversation many times in my head,
Mm-hmm.
and I've listened to it being said by others.
Mm-hmm.
And women has been belittled to do housework. That's what you call it, a housewife. And so when a woman is labeled housewife, she's the lowest scum among all women.
That's true. That is so true. That is so true.
You know what men notice? You know what men know? For
Mm-hmm.
true. A man knows that the woman who is at home taking care of his kids is the most valued woman.
A good man. A good man.
The man who knows this
Mm-hmm.
knows this. However, the idea of the woman being in the house, I listened to a quote one time, as a argument one time presented
Yes.
by another woman,
Mm-hmm.
and when she was finished, it was said that here is the professional woman who you say everybody want to be professional women, and you don't play that side of it, only to know that the most elevated position that the woman really have is when she's taking care of her family.
Yes.
The only elevated position is when she's taking care of her family.
I'm happy to hear you saying that as a man, but it's not every man that knows that. Not everybody
But the
that
thing
knows
is, when did the question is, when did the men not know?
that. Mm.
There's a point, that the men didn't know, and I think it's by learning these things. There's a concept that I was listening to, Rohima. She was doing a trauma seminar,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the things that she mentioned was some things we must unlearn,
Yes.
and I think men need to unlearn some things that we have learned.
Yes. Exactly. I agree.
And I don't think what we are looking at and men doing this and the men them stay so is something that they came up. Men are not that. It is by nature that men are designed this way. If a man becomes something else, he's learned that. It's a learned behavior.
Learned behavior, yeah.
It's a learned
our
behavior.
eating habits can be unlearned.
Some of our eating habits
Can be
need
unlearned.
to be
Yeah,
unlearned.
because a lot of things that we eat, we don't necessarily have to eat them. But that's what we learn to eat. But if we want to live a healthy life, we have to unlearn some of our eating habits.
You have it here. You have it from Mr. G this morning. Little bit of tidbits for you. They say Steve Jobs when he was going out, when he was realizing that he had a terrible illness, he made some points. One of the pointers was if you don't eat your proper food, like if you do, you must eat your food as your medicine, otherwise you will eat your medicine as your food.
That's correct. Have you ever seen some persons with the medications that they have? It's like they have a mini pharmacy. And you know what they call them? The polypharmacies.
Yeah, but you know that is also something that is learned. All right.
No, it's not learn it. Learn is that them need it, and they are giving them because of their and sometimes it's not of your behavior, but a lot of most of the illnesses are lifestyle.
Lifestyle, and
Lifestyle.
then who teach lifestyle? Did the people get up one morning and just decide this is my lifestyle? You get it?
They don't get up and
You get it?
that. It's like
You know what I'm saying? You know, when we lifestyle, what is really lifestyle though?
lifestyle is how you live, right?
Like now the
And
modern times that we have now,
yeah, it's how you live,
and
right?
and the modern time it boasts the modern time, but
Hmm.
modern time boasts a lot of new things, that new
Right,
ideas,
right, right,
Burger
right.
King,
In our yeah,
KFC,
that is the food.
modernization of food,
That's the food section. How
mm.
about
Living.
when I was going to school? I used to walk how much miles? How much children you think would be
I used to
walking?
walk like 5 miles to go to school when I
All
was
right.
growing up.
You tell what a child now to walk 5 miles and see if them going to go.
No, you can't walk 2 miles, 2 minutes down the road because they're overweight and they're breathing like a.
Right. So that is lifestyle. We used to walk, and it's not even it's flat like where you it's flat in Cayman. Where you're going up hills and down
Somebody
hills.
sound like it's poverty we're talking about. Somebody might be saying, you people are talking about people who are poor and pauperized and don't have cars to drive their kids to school.
Or a bus to take
Or,
them.
or there's no bus or taxis
Bus,
that
yeah.
runs that you have to walk 5 miles. Yes, it was no bus or taxi, so true.
No,
But
right,
it
no
made
bus,
you
no
healthier
taxi. Yeah,
by
but
just being able to walk.
that used to help us keep our weight and keep our
Yeah, or things in place.
right. I can't remember seeing a person obese when I was young.
To the point where they couldn't do much with walking. The level of obesity never existed. I don't know if it must have existed, but we just never
It
noticed.
probably maybe in
Maybe
the
we never,
town,
maybe we
maybe
never
in the
noticed.
town area.
I don't know. But the
Yeah,
man who
but
went
that
to
in
the
that
man
in
who
the
went
rural
the man who
area.
went to bush every day was a slim trim man and a woman.
Yeah, and carry them
Them amper.
load on them head too. It's not just
I see the
the
woman.
donkeys with the hamper. People used to carry.
I used to see
And
a
you
lady
carry
with that
water.
twin. I
You
used
used
to
to
see a
carry
lady with
water
that.
on your head.
Yeah, I used to carry water, but I couldn't balance it like how people balance it and just left it up there and I walk with a cutter. You know the cutter you put on? I don't know how to do that, but I used to put my little pan on my head and walk with it. And
Yes.
it's not like hard to do it in terms of where I was living, because where I actually was living was
There was a standpipe near you.
we,
Or a
actually
well.
we had the well. We actually we had the well, and so people used to come where we were to catch water.
Okay.
So we had the well, and we would have, my father would ask us to turn it on that the community could get water.
Okay, that's brilliant. That's
so
brilliant. Yeah, that's
so
good.
that
That's
was
good.
that was something else. So you just start to run water, it's like a big drain, and then us as boys, the trough, we call it the trough, would slide on our bellies. You know, children are such creatures that we don't have any shame, we don't have any embarrassing moment, and we certainly don't know cleanliness sometimes when you take it out. We don't know the morass, grow on the side of it and make it smooth, and we sliding on that.
No, I
With
would do
the
that.
water clean, The
Yeah.
water is coming from the well, but the what we call the morass, I don't know if many people know what that is.
green thing.
The green thing. It is on the side, and it make it slidey, and we just slide on our bellies in there
I
and
bet
enjoy
it's
the
only
water.
the boys them do that.
Well,
Bet it's only the boys. them.
that's what is a G thing. We had some girls there, see, they're more tomboy than anybody. That's what you call tomboy those days. What's tomboy, boy? I tell
Yeah,
you.
man. And I go to a river. You had river? Where
No,
you,
we never had any river, but we
Okay,
have ponds. We had ponds.
we have river and we have
Yeah.
a big,
We had ponds.
I don't know if you call it, but what you call it.
We had river
Then you used to come
nearby.
and jump.
We had rivers nearby because it was, but we had to walk far to go to the river.
Okay.
It was a big walk for that one.
Oh, okay, okay. Bigger
So
than the school walk?
yes, it was a different direction. So walking that, well, maybe, yeah, a little more than the school walk. But if we try to, we'd have to, anything with water, my parents are very particular about that.
Yeah.
Anything with water. So when we were doing
And
our,
you never hide to go? Because I know the boys them used to would do that, you know, they hide.
those are the days when beating was a thing, when you could get beaten properly.
If the parents find out.
No man, them days was the days when you could get a beaten properly. You don't have to worry about if you can get a beaten. You don't have to worry about the parents that think about the child being rude and out of order, and then police turn up and beat the parents for the child who was rude and out of order. No. You don't have to remember that. No. You're not going to know that. The child going to know that they're going to get the beaten, and tomorrow morning, somebody, you know, you get a beaten again because you need another one because you did rude from last week and you never get. It's like some people, you know, like the father gone out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And leave. And leave the family. And when the father gone and leave the family, the child get busy and rude, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what is missing from a lot of homes. Is that the men are being downtrodden in the homes. And a lot of times they are not uplifted. So the children have no fear of nothing. And the children certainly don't fear the mothers.
Okay.
They don't.
So the mother can't say, wait until the father comes.
Well, no. That's what I'm saying. There's always a value in saying, wait till the father comes.
Mm-hmm.
Because really and truly, the statistics have shown that the family that is least likely to be attacked is when the man in that house is seemingly more dangerous than most people in the community, that the attackers don't want to come to that family.
Okay.
So a lot of families that get attacked is when they see the man in the house weak. The weak man them house get attacked mostly.
So
Not that it won't be attacked.
Who you call weak man?
Alright, very good. We can identify that later on. But listen to this now. And this is where the weak man come in now. You might want to get a little identification of this. So here's a man being weak in his house. When there's no wait till the father come. It is the woman who take charge. Him are the weak man in the house there. Right away. Right away and become weak. Because if he can't be represented as a strength that the child should be at least worry about.
But most of the time is the mother is the disciplinarian.
But that's no.
It's only when things get out of control.
But then at that point, when they get out of control and the man is so weak, him can't get no control again. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Okay.
So it's always like this. Where I know that when my mother being a disciplinarian and my mother no ramp for beat you, my mother run down my brother, breathless, and whip him, catch him too, you know.
Oh yeah.
Can't outrun her.
Yeah,
and if my father turn up, my brother tremble more like a leaf on a tree than anything else, while my mother would beat him. So while he fear my mother, he don't fear my mother half as much as he fear my father.
My father hand stronger than the mother.
Don't even know if it's stronger. My father just dangerous, right? So here is where it comes. So he said, wait till the father come home. While they're at school, they're home. Father gone to work, maybe overseas or far. Like, or maybe not overseas, but he gone to another parish to work. I'm not going to come back until maybe 1 month after. When him father come home, mother tell your father everything what the boy do. And he get beaten one time for all of them.
Okay, one time for them.
You're going to get beat for every one of them. What you do now? Wait till I pile them up and I go and beat you one time. You know, so you don't want a pile up that happen for you. So you try when mama talk to you.
Walk in the
you
line.
don't want daddy. You know, don't make me have to tell your father, you know. You say right away, I just said, don't let me have to tell your father. That child won't eat your teeth because they know that if mommy tell daddy, you think you're bad, especially the boy with children. That's not going to happen. You know, but we have lost that in the society where fathers are even visible in the homes, and even if you call them name as fathers, they are seen as.
What?
I don't know. Well, you might can't able to help me with that. They are seen as
figurehead.
Help us, CSG. Tell them again. They are seen as
figurehead.
She asked me what a weak man look like. Say it again.
Figurehead.
No, we have said it before. I said that thing. Good morning.
First thing in the morning, I give thanks for another day. I smile, though I don't have no money. I won't let that faze me, 'cause I'm
Today I have no money, but guess what? Not gonna let that phase me today.
I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when things ain't going my way. I'm thankful for the gift of life. Gonna share that smile, it will never ever fade away. I'm alive, in spite of all my struggles. I'm alive, won't be drowned by my sorrows. I'm alive, yeah. Gonna live like there's no tomorrow. Hey, 'cause today is all I have. Ha. Work hard every day for me and my family. It's rough, but I gotta make it. Right now, can't hesitate. My time will come, and I'll be a better man. I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when things ain't going my way. I'm thankful for the gift of life. Gonna share that smile, it will never ever fade away. I'm alive, in spite of all my struggles. I'm alive, won't be drowned by my sorrows. I'm alive, yeah. Gonna live like there's no tomorrow. 'Cause today is all I have. I'm gonna live today. Come on. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when things ain't going my way. I'm thankful for the gift of life. Gonna share that smile, it will never ever fade away. I'm alive, in spite of all my struggles. I'm alive, won't be drowned by my sorrows. I'm alive, yeah. First thing in the morning, I give thanks for another day. I smile, though I don't have no money. I won't let that phase me, 'cause I'm so grateful for life and another chance. I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when things ain't going my way. I'm thankful for the gift of life. Gonna share that smile, it will never ever fade away. I'm alive, in spite of all my struggles. I'm alive, won't be drowned by my sorrows. I'm alive, yeah. Gonna live like there's no tomorrow. Hey, 'cause today is all I have. Ha. Work hard every day for me and my family. It's rough, but I gotta make it. Right now, can't hesitate. My time will come, and I'll be a better man. I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when things ain't going my way. I'm thankful for the gift of life. Gonna share that smile, it will never ever fade away. I'm alive,
all I have. Yes, of course, today is all we have.
Oh yes.
I want to
You're
live
alive.
like there is no tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine what that feels like?
Living like there's no tomorrow. Okay.
When we
Just
have
live your life to the fullest.
living your life to the fullest, what does that mean? When we say living our lives to the fullest, sometimes people take it for another measure. It's my own life. For my life, me I gonna live it how me want to live it. Yeah, you know, people say these things all the time.
Yeah, people say that all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't tell them what to do.
You can't tell them what to
You
do.
can't tell them how to live.
So if they want to set up a big dancehall sound system right next door to your yard, can't tell them what to do. For them life. They live it anyhow they want.
I won't even go there. I'm talking about how them heat, how them.
But you know, when people say I live, you know, they want to encroach upon your personal space.
Mm-hmm.
Live them, you know. So living their life. But then here is somebody who live their life how they want to live it. And then by the life that you live
You get sick.
brings in harm's way. Well, not even necessarily sickness. You could be in jail. You could cause problems like that. That
Mm-hmm.
police been looking for you all week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, imagine the young man who do the shooting right now in West Bay. There's Ed Bush.
Is it one person?
One person they said went and
Oh,
shoot about 7 persons.
yes.
And you know, you're looking at these things. You're living your life anyhow you want to live it, how you, cause it's your life. But then later on is a family problem.
And the consequences after that.
You know. So we have to see these things as
Every
real.
action bring a reaction. Action, consequent reaction.
Equal and opposite reaction
Mm-hmm.
as according to the laws of physics.
Mm-hmm.
As those are some of the things that we actually know. That by just the things that we do will bring another, you know.
Yep.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we're having this evening, we're going to be talking a little bit today about the ASI meet and greet
Mm-hmm.
that's happening this evening.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually, Flashpoint is going to be there. We're going to be doing that
Who's
one
gonna
live.
be there?
Flashpoint. All the team
Oh,
members,
okay,
everybody.
how come you wasn't at our health fair?
Yeah, I'm hearing that now.
How come? How come?
You know, the truth be told,
Can't be everywhere at the same time.
well, not necessarily, but I think we weren't really asked to be there.
Oh, weren't asked. Okay.
Nobody never asked us to be there, really. But then we could have covered it. I think that we could have covered the health fair, even if we weren't asked. We could have just do it as a piece. I'm not sure what happened on Sunday. I don't remember exactly.
You
Oh,
did go to
Sunday.
the funeral
Oh,
or
I
anything
know
like
what
that?
I know what happened on Sunday.
What happened?
Sunday I was busy setting up the second studio.
Oh, okay, okay.
I was setting up the systems and getting it ready because I think we were shooting the the Grand Revival the following day. We're gonna be doing the Grand Revival Bible study hour. So we actually was setting up the studio for that production, and we wanted to get the studio ready for that one. So
Okay.
I was busy. I worked. I think I worked from morning until night. I think I left here somewhere about 10 o'clock or so in the night. Or Sunday. I'm thinking I left really very late,
Okay.
trying to get that
So you
studio
seem
ready.
like you eating some energizer. That you, eh?
Yeah, well,
That
you
can
know,
energize a battle.
I
A
think it's
battery can't finish.
is that you know, is I
It's
think
what?
about it's the love and the passion, you know.
Okay, okay.
It's the love and the passion for what you do, and
Hmm.
we're really enjoying this.
But remember the word REST,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
I remember the word.
Right?
R-E-S-T.
And RELAX.
L-C, what? S-E,
RELAX.
oh, because I think, yeah. She said X. I heard X at the end, right? I heard X, and then I said, okay. I'm like, oh, okay. 'Cause I had to catch it because I was saying, you know, it's not S-E something, you know, I'm thinking. But I just said, no, I did relax and I did get some rest afterwards.
Afterwards.
Yeah, I did get some relaxation time in there. Yeah, so for those who didn't, you know, I don't know. So how did you spend your Sunday? You at the health fair?
I was I woke up from about 3:30 because we were supporting Tanik on a birthday walk. And you weren't there either.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
you weren't there either. Yeah? You were not there either. Okay. Unfortunately, I didn't go because I didn't have any right to go, but I see they had a very good time.
It was a walk, Hazel G, not a ride.
I didn't have a right to go there. Right.
I'm
No,
just
to
trouble.
go to the
I'm just
big.
trouble. I'm just
Yeah,
trouble.
I
I'm
know,
just
I know,
trouble.
right.
I'm just trouble.
And you know, they had Zumba after that, and they had Zumba,
They had Zumba after that?
Zumba after the walk, yeah. And then
Where was the
breakfast
Zumba? Where was the Zumba?
at Sister Rose's house. Yeah, man, they had Zumba after that.
Well,
And yeah, so all right. So after that, now I went to church for the health fair. It started at 10 o'clock, and I was there until 3 o'clock. And concurrently with the health fair, I am doing a evangelism program. That's virtual. So that is from 10 to 1.
10 to 1 o'clock.
10 to 1. So I was at the health fair. I went and did some give a greetings from the Atlantic Caribbean Union as the health ministry director.
Oh, Jesus. Listen, I didn't, you know, sometimes I forget that we have royalty in the house. I didn't remember. I want to apologize
Okay.
this morning.
All right.
I want to personally apologize to you for not acknowledging this fact. I totally never remember that you are the Women's
Health
Health Minister's Director.
for the Atlantic Caribbean Union.
I totally forget this.
I know, I know, I know. A lot of people do.
Can you guys forgive me? You have to forgive me today.
Okay. And then I had a training, right?
Yes.
Like I told you. But I did just for 1.5 from 3 to 4:30, right? And then
Mhm.
the rest of the evening was mine.
The rest of the evening belonged to you.
Hmm.
Oh dear. That was just what needed to happen. You just needed to have that one ready for yourself.
That's right.
And you did something that was relaxing and
Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man.
just relax.
Hmm.
It was an amazing one for me. I enjoyed working the whole day, and that did it for me. Our devotion comes from some lady, Miss Susan Long, this morning,
So look at-
right here on. Watch here, hold on. No, hold on. No. Oh no, out there. I do all of that.
Right.
So Zumba.
Let's see other-
We had an entire day of fun. Well, I want to say big up to Tanik.
Yes, man.
Well, I guess just looking at that, you realize that Tanik had a great time.
Yeah, she had a great birthday.
She had a great birthday, so we want to say big up to Tanik for having such a wonderful birthday.
Saturday was her birthday. Her
Yeah,
and December,
we did. I saw her the volleyball meet on Saturday night.
Mhm.
She was part of the team, one of the teams. Well, part of the Savannah State team that was playing volleyball on that night.
Oh,
So
and
you didn't turn up for none of the volleyball shows programs.
Night driving is not me.
Not doing that. All
No,
right,
no,
I
no,
got it.
no.
All right, so let's get into our devotion this morning
Yes,
by the
yes,
lady
yes.
Susan Long this morning. Then we come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here it is.
Good morning. This is day 29. Whoever humbles himself as this little child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Matthew chapter 18, verse 4. Leaping with Joy, written by David McCasland. One nice thing about having a young daughter is the frequent reminders she gives me about joyful trust. Debbie still jumps into my arms from the stairs, the porch, or the picnic table with a shout and a great big smile. We never have a long discussion ahead of time about whether or not I'll catch her. She just looks at me and leaps. As adults, we tend to become more cautious with age. That may be all right in driving a car or spending money, but it is stifling in our relationship with God. When the disciples of Jesus wanted to know who was greatest in the kingdom of heaven, the Lord pointed to a child as he spoke of conversion and humility. Whoever humbles himself as this little child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. How I long to become more childlike each year with my Heavenly Father instead of more hesitant, more calculating, more insistent that He guarantee the results before I'll take a step of faith. Rather than becoming more cautious as I age, I want to become more daring in my walk with God. Instead of being obsessed with landing safely and looking good, I want to leap with humble, joyful abandon toward my Heavenly Father's arms. I take my Father's hand in faith, though where He leads, I may not see. My hand is given into His. I trust Him as my child trusts me. Our quote this morning reads, childlike faith focuses on our Heavenly Father, not on our fears. End quote.
That one was a very good piece.
Childlike faith.
Yeah, having a childlike faith.
Yes, 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 yes.
What would that look like for somebody who would want to have that?
Childlike faith?
Yeah.
Just trusting without any reservation.
But we teach our children that we must question everything.
Yeah, and that too. Well, thinking about trusting, we're talking about your parents. Parents.
Yeah, but childlike faith, mimicking what a child would do on a normal day, trusting.
Trusting their parents.
But we teach the children that everything you must do now, you must question it. So they must have no trust and no childlike
Well,
faith
it's
anymore.
it's because of the way things are now. Things
So
are
you
not
rob.
the
So you
way
so we
it
went
used to
out
be.
and rob our children after after
Not the
child.
way it used to be, because right now you can't allow your children to be out of your sight, even in church.
I hear you talk about that. That's kind of troubling. Very
Mhm.
troubling. I hear you talk about that, and that's kind of like troubling right now.
It's a little troubling, but you know that it is true.
No, I'm saying,
And anybody listening to me know that is
while
true.
it is true, it is
It's
troubling.
troubling.
Yeah, like I say, it is some of the things that while we know the facts behind them, it's still trouble the mind, because here it is that you at the most safe place that you'd have to be worried more,
Yep.
and so you have to see this as a real factor, considering that all the people that you'd have trusted, you wouldn't be trusting them at all.
No wonder people are living in so much stress.
Yes, I'm saying the people who are considered
Stress, yes.
trustworthy are not trusted at all. They
Mercy.
say that when you have problems, you must go to the elders of the church. If you have a situation, go to the elders of the church
Hmm.
to, to
Pray for you. I pray
pray
with
for
you.
you and or pray with you in this sense. But there are some qualification that the elder must have.
Hmm.
There are a few listed things. Among the listed things that the elders must have is that in choosing someone to be an elder, that person must possess the ability of trustworthiness.
Yes.
So that when you tell them something, it's not on mall road. And that is where a lot of persons find it difficult with the whole idea of trusting. Because who's supposed to be trustworthy don't exhibit that quality, that
Okay. Okay.
that quality, and it
Right.
and it and it
But
troubles the status quo. It's trouble
this,
the ecosystem of how it's supposed to work.
despite how dark it look, I'm sure that there is even one person that you can trust.
No, no, I'm not going outside of the fact that you can't trust anybody.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying the qualification for the
Okay.
person who occupies that position, like a
Should be.
pastor,
Hmm.
a bishop, or whoever, an elder. You
Hmm.
know, these are major persons, and one of the main qualification that that person must have to be selected or to be positioned in that must be trustworthiness, because it's a position of trust. It's just so it go. So it's one of those things that sometimes eludes a lot of persons who even occupy the space. Yeah. Yeah. Seeing this one coming up, I'm seeing I'm having something going on with my thing here. Make me holy this morning and devoted to you this morning, dear God.
My heart. Yes, my heart. Cry of my heart. Cry of my heart. Is of my life. Nothing on that thing over there now.
Murphy's Law say if something can go wrong, then it will go wrong. I have a little bit of technical a while ago.
Open my heart up more and more and make it wholly devoted to you. It is the cry of my heart to follow you. It is the cry of my heart to be close to you. It is the cry of my heart to follow all of the days of my life. It is the cry of my heart.
is the cry of my heart for all the days of my life this morning. You know, it's not an easy place to be sometimes, you know, when you think about how we would value the privileges that we have. We don't really value them. It's like saying, here is somebody who is occupying this space and is basically non-functional by virtue of not acquiring the attributes to do the job. So you become basically rendered obsolete or irrelevant just by just that. So we're having a problem already because here's a young person who comes up to you, or an older person who needs some attention, and you then need that. You know, sometimes you wonder if the person going to get the help that they need. But I want to say that we have hope still because we have found that within the ranks you have persons who are trustworthy. There are people who are
honest.
Yeah, these are qualities that, you know, I know today we're going to be doing some riddles, and I don't know what riddle we're doing today. I don't know you have a riddle for us. Riddle me this, riddle me that. I guess we're going to get some riddle, or perhaps not this morning. I'm thinking that's where it's gonna be for us. I'm trying to, you know, get my what's really have for us this morning. I guess you have to get our riddle ready.
Yeah, man. Yeah, when you're ready, I have it right here.
When we're ready for the riddle.
Yes.
We're also going to have our Black History feature coming up later on. Yesterday, I really enjoyed Morgan Freeman's, the one with Morgan Freeman. It was one of those that, for me, you know, it was very. I always wondered why Morgan Freeman. Every show you see Morgan Freeman in, he was always an old man. We have never seen him young in anything. But then this time, he was no. The information came that he didn't get his big break until he was in his 50s. He was always behind the scenes or extras in a movie or something. He didn't get a chance to be this upfront guy. And so that's what happened to him. He only got a chance when he was age of 50.
Are you going to do a time signal?
That tells us also, we should do a time signal.
Yes.
That tells us that you must not consider yourself irrelevant because at the time
you find the place where you find yourself now.
No, when you find yourself, you have to
There's always a tomorrow.
There's always a tomorrow. There's always a place where you are going to be relevant. And no matter what it is always not too late to get into the dream that you have. A lot of persons miss their dream, you know.
Praise the Lord, praise the Lord.
Lots of persons miss it.
God, huh?
God is definitely a on-time God, and He knows more than we do. Can I tell you? Believe it.
Lasco One and Up now has ARA, DHA, and prebiotics. It's a new, smarter formula. The time by Lasco One and Up is...
It is now 7:30 right here in Georgetown, Grand Cayman. The temperature is 25 degrees centigrade with a high of 28 and a low of 25, and it is windy. It's the 29th of February, which comes every 4 years. Mikey G.
For those who don't know, it's a leap year. What makes it a leap year? Because it's 29 days. There's something else about it. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe we should have researched what that is.
You know, we spoke about it while you were here. I think while you were not here.
You're right.
Alicia talked about the history of it, and I told her that what I heard is that Job was born on the 29th of February, and he asked God to remove that day from history.
Job?
Yes. You remember that when he said he cursed the day he was born?
He cursed the very day. So you're saying the 29th of February was the day?
Yes, that's what I heard.
Yeah. I think.
That's what I heard. But she had another history.
I think.
I don't remember what it was, but maybe she'll remember. But she did.
I would. That was an interesting one. That was good. Interesting. Job was born on February 29th. Well, all right. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Yes.
I'm gonna trouble that one. I won't trouble Job this morning. I mean, why not?
Most of us eat every day, some of us too much, because yesterday's food is not enough to supply energy for today's needs. Why then do some of us expect yesterday's portion of heavenly manna, the Word of God, to keep us through today's challenges? On this program, we are going to change all of that. Let's experience God's words today and receive the power we need to live healthy, vibrant lives. Welcome to Your Daily Portion with your host, author, speaker, L. David Harris.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, February 28, 2024. Hello, my name is L. David Harris. I am your host, and this is Your Daily Portion, where we give you God's Word every single day, and today is no exception. We are continuing in our lesson study series through the book of Psalms, and our caption for today is Eternal King of Unrivaled Power. Eternal King of Unrivaled Power. We'll get into that in just a moment. But before we do, I'd like to say welcome to everyone joining us, especially those joining us for the very first time. Please go over to yourdailyportion.com, pick up the Your Daily Portion book, join the community, and also let us know where you are in the world at yourdailyportion.com. This is the way that we build faith and fellowship. Let's go ahead and pray, and then we will get underway. Father in heaven, thank you for this day and for the privilege you have entrusted to us to open your word again. Please help us to see you as the King of the universe, to see Jesus firmly enthroned. Please teach us to serve you with everything we have and are. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen and amen again. I think that what happens sometimes, or oftentimes when we are studying the Bible, is sometimes we study for facts. Oftentimes we study for facts and figures. What is true about a thing? And then we sometimes feel satisfied and say, okay, I have identified whatever it is, the subject matter in our study. Wonderful. I've done that, tick, got the box ticked, and I'm good to go. Move on to the next subject. But what God wants us to do is to study and worship both and at the same time. I said study and worship both and at the same time. And so we ask God for wisdom to give us understanding and application of the things that we read, and to engender worship, like to put us in a position where we appreciate God so much that we worship him and we live holy lives that leak out into other people's experiences so that we can be of service to them. You see? And of course, lead them closer to a relationship with God. All right. And so today, since we're talking about Jesus as the King, eternal King of unrivaled power, this is particularly important. Why? Because it's easy for us to just see Jesus as a figure, like a spiritual figure in the scriptures or some kind of avatar, right? In line with other prophets from all over to who knows where. But God is saying that he is King of kings and Lord of lords, and we have the privilege of serving him until Jesus comes. Okay, and so we're going to begin with just a few of the teachings from these Psalms, and then we'll open it up just a little bit more. And so in the book of Psalms chapter 2, I read in verse 8, "Ask me, and I will give you the nations as your inheritance, the ends of the earth as your personal property." See, it doesn't even make sense for anyone to set up themselves as king over Jesus. You're like, Dave, who does that? Come on. Well, there are plenty of narcissistic leaders that have lived on planet Earth since time immemorial. Yeah. Let's see. Nebuchadnezzar was one of them. Even though God gave him a vision of how things would happen in successive kingdoms, of rises and falls of regimes, this man decided that he didn't believe the prophecy and he was going to thumb his nose at God and he was going to be the eternal king. Well, God humbled him through a number of means, but through 7 years of humility until Nebuchadnezzar understood, because he asked early on in the experience, like, who is this God that I should worship him? Or who is this God that will deliver you, right? And God said, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite myself into your situation and I'm going to introduce myself. And I'm telling you, the most positive possible outcome was the reality. He became a worshiper, but not everybody does so. So in this case, we see Christ portrayed as the anointed king destined to rule over all nations, even though in some cases it looks like he's the humble son of God as he lived and walked on planet Earth. But that is really the beauty of it. He humbled himself so that he could save us from our sins. And as a result, or I should say, part of the result is he's King of Kings and Lord of Lords. He is established as the prophecies would have predicted as the one who ascends the throne of David. The question really is he on the throne of my life? When I'm making decisions every day about my money, my relationships, about all of the other things that I have to experience when I'm exercising, when I'm eating, when I'm interacting with people, and sometimes people are disrespectful to me. Is he the king on the throne of my life? That's the question. Because we easily can identify in these passages, all over really, that Jesus is exactly who we said that he is. But is he the king of my life? I crown thee now. Thine shall the glory be. Can you hear that's that hymn in your mind too? Yeah, lest I forget thy thorn-crowned brow, lead me to Calvary. That is the goal, to be connected to God in that regard. Okay, and so we go now to the book of Psalms, chapter 110 and verse 1. Here is the Lord's proclamation to my Lord. Sit down at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool. And so we see Jesus sitting depicted at God's right hand, signifying supreme honor and authority. You see, sometimes people will come and knock on your door and say that they want to talk to you about a number of really complicated things. And then they will come and then begin to share with you about God our Father, and then minimize Jesus Christ as some kind of second-class spiritual citizen. But the Bible is teaching us that Jesus is equal with the Father. He has always been equal with the Father, but he humbled himself in the context of this plan of salvation when he lived on planet Earth for 33 and a half years so he could save us from our sins. But as Micah chapter 5 says, like, he's eternal. He's always been here. He created the worlds, according to Hebrews 1 and John chapter 1 and other places. And so now in the context of the whole story, including him humbling himself on planet Earth for those years, we see that Jesus is firmly established as at the right hand of power and honor and authority, as we can see also in the book of Revelation chapters 4 and 5. Maybe we'll drill those in a day or two. Okay, and so now we go down to Psalm chapter 89 and verse 4. I will give him an eternal dynasty and make his throne as enduring as the sky above. And so we see the supremacy of Christ again. We can go down one more to the book of Psalms, chapter 110 and verse 5. O sovereign Lord, at your right hand he strikes down kings. In the day he unleashes his anger. And so we see Christ as the mighty warrior king who executes judgment. In Daniel chapter 11, we see all kinds of powers and alliances standing up and sitting down. And you've heard me say this before, standing up and sitting down. All of these kings and kingdoms from Daniel chapter 2 and other places, up and down, up and down. They're here today, gone tomorrow. Stand up, sit down. And then we see in the book of Daniel chapter 12, where Jesus Christ, he stands up, he stands for his people. He does what he has promised to do. He delivers us. He goes through judgment with us. He definitely begins to exalt us. And the next time that we see Jesus sit down, it's not to pass off the scene, but to sit down firmly upon the throne as King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Again, the question is, does this eternal King of unrivaled power have the throne of your life or mine?
Thanks for joining us, listening friends. Always remember, we cannot live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. This has been your daily portion with L. David Harris. Make it a great day.
Make it a great day with L. David Harris this morning. Let me, I'm thinking about the way we should live, considering the lesson study. Some of the things that we should consider. Living like, the Christ-like nature, the whole aspect of it. The part that jumped out at me from yesterday was where they say the God factor. You want to equal Christ as God, as like God. But then the passage of John 1 verse 1 suggests that Jesus would have been the creator of the world.
The beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God.
So who would Jesus be?
The Word.
And then who the Word would become? The creator.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing that was made
Right.
that was not made by him.
That's right.
No. All right. So I have myself and my Jehovah's Witness friends are always battling here right at that point.
Yeah.
Because
What is their theory on that?
no, they would tell you that Jesus was a created being, because it says there is a text in the Bible. I'm thinking it's in Colossians, I think it is in. I don't know if it's Colossians 9. That says he is the firstborn of God. Okay. Jesus is the firstborn of God. That means he was a created being.
Oh, okay.
And so that is what, there's a text that says that. And there was nothing that was made. And it repeats. And it repeats the same thing that John 1 verse 1 says. That there was nothing that was made that was not made and was made by him. Because if it was made, Christ would have made it. So then I said to my friend, I said, whether he was created or not, for me, it would have been semantics, because if I wake up and the person who kneels over me and made me, I wake up and see him over me, who would you say God is? Who would you say God is? You'd have to say God is the one who created you. And who was the creator? Here it is.
You remember his disciples, they were asking about God.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, if you have seen me, you have seen
You have
God.
seen the Father.
You're right.
Yeah. But then the reality is, if John 1 is correct, then Jesus would be the creator of this world. Yeah. And would be the creator of all life on this world. Mm-hmm. He would have been the one that says, let there be light, and there was light. He would have been the one to let the earth, the firmament, separate itself from the waters. And the darkness from the light. He would have been the one who says that. He would have been the one who, when they say, come let us make man, he would have been the one who kneeled down in the dirt and from the dust of the earth formed man. He would have been that one who did it.
Breath of life.
And then after that, he would have been the one who actually breathed the breath of life in man. That's what John 1 verse 1 established. And that's what it means to me.
Genesis.
In the, of the Genesis account.
Okay.
Of the Genesis account. That's what it would have said. And the lesson study just pop it up. And there's this big question. Is Jesus God? Is Jesus God? How would it not be if he's the one who is the creator?
It said, Bob Marley who said there's more question than answer. And the more you ask, the less you know. And until eternity, we're not going to know some of
We're not going to know so many things.
Yeah, so we just have to make sure that we're there so we can get all our questions answered.
Get all our questions answered this morning.
Yes.
All right, so if you don't have any questions, then I guess there's no answer for you. You're not asking none. No questions. Persons who don't have no questions, they don't have any answers to get.
That's right.
All right, so we are down to our riddle this morning. Of course, Izzy is here for a riddle, and so we're going to put on our riddle song this morning. It's Riddle Me This, or Riddle Me That. Izzy going to do this one this morning for us. Once again, I was away listening to this one, and I was like, oh my God. Izzy going to be rapping this morning. She's going to be called, what do you call it, dubbing this morning, all right? For those who don't know that Izzy can dub us, wait for it.
Listen up. Are you ready for your riddle?
Yes, we are ready for the riddle this morning. Coming
Yes,
from.
yes.
What's the riddle? Before we even get into the riddle, I want to send a big shout out to my good friend Auntie Pat, from the U.S. Virgin Islands, all the way across.
Okay.
So good morning, Auntie Pat. I hope you're on my mind.
Okay.
All week, from the week start. Somehow I went home and I said, I should call Sister Auntie Pat, but it was actually 10 o'clock in the night.
Okay.
Almost means to 11 already. And I said, I cannot call the lady's house at that time. It would be somewhat not, proper to do so.
That's proper.
Yeah, so I refrained from doing this. I wanted to shout out to Auntie Pat, and of course, to say, have yourself a beautiful day. 29th day of February, the last day.
Okay, and Auntie Pat, if you're listening to the riddle, this riddle is for you also. Let me see how many people can solve this riddle. And it starts with Mikey G.
I know I missed it already long time,
Yeah, have it. Alright. So what do you call an upset stomach after eating a cake? Again? What do you call a upset? What do you call a cake? What do you call an
upset stomach after eating a cake?
Yes.
What do you call an upset stomach after eating a cake? I would say diarrhea right away.
Diarrhea? No, that's not it.
I don't see nothing else happening after eating.
That's not it.
I don't know, man. If somebody doesn't have the answer, somebody text it to us. We're going to leave that one for a little bit. Let somebody let them get a chance.
Give them time to digest it.
And so you're counting out diarrhea as my answer, right?
Right, so diarrhea is your answer. No, that's not it.
Riddle me this. Let's go again. I'm going to help this time. Riddle me this.
Riddle me that. Guess me this riddle and power up snap. Riddle me this. Riddle me that. Guess me this riddle and power up snap.
Of course, Laser G got that one locked down. I'm just excited about this riddle. I want to hear somebody to say, tell us the riddle again, that somebody who didn't get it the first time. One more time for the riddle. What's the riddle? It is, what is it called when you
eat a, what do you call an upset stomach when you eat a cake?
What do you call an upset stomach after eating a cake? I would suggest that it would be I know what it is, but
yeah. That one not in Google, so don't look for Google, right?
Those who want to Google it, not going to see it, don't it?
That's not in Google yet.
All right, well, it's not in Google, then we're going to have to make sure that Google finds it. All right, so Lasco products was always brought to us by Lasco and all the products. So I want to say to
that little girl,
yeah,
with
man,
all the Energizer
bunny, right?
Take it from me, Lasco food drink is the best nutrition for the whole family. It provides protein, which keeps us healthy, and calcium, great for building strong bones and teeth. Lasco food drink has vitamins A and C, which helps to prevent illnesses. I think that's what they call protecting the immune system. I'm never short on energy since it's fortified with iron. Nutrition never tasted so good.
Lasco food drink. Good, healthy, fun.
Lasco food drink.
Lasco food drink, good, healthy, fun. That's I particularly love this ad more than any other ad.
Yes, me too. I love it.
And
I love to see that little girl.
And yesterday we had someone talked about we were talking about Lasco products and which one we like, which one of the Lascos we like. And somebody says to me that you have to appreciate it. I want to say good morning to Mr. Jacobs this morning. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning.
You're live on Flashpoint Radio in the Grand Cayman Islands, and today we want to say happy birthday to you, sir.
Yes, well, yeah, well, but how did you
There you go. You don't want to question how I arrive at giving you a happy. Someone asked me to say happy birthday to you all the way from the United Kingdom. Who listens to Flashpoint in the morning? We are here live every morning in the Grand Cayman Islands, and we are, we broadcast live worldwide. So we have listeners from every single place across the planet. And so there was someone who say, Michael G, can you just call up Elder Jacobs from Jamaica and wish him a happy birthday for me this morning? And so here I am calling you up and say happy birthday to you. The question is, how did you wake up?
Thank you.
What is your birthday?
I thank the person, but it would be interesting to know who that is.
Who that person is? Well, I should
Yes.
I should let her remain anonymous just for now because of the nature of the fact that she asked me. So she'll remain anonymous for this period of the time, and we'll say happy birthday to you, sir. And we wish for you many, many, many more. Did you get ackee and sawfish this morning?
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. It's too early.
No ackee and sawfish. What did you get from morning? Or did you get anybody celebrating your birthday yet? Or are we the first ones starting it for you?
No, but I'm eating journey cake right now.
You got the Johnny cake so much? I didn't you see that? You have the Johnny cake up already.
Well, yeah, because that is even take longer to look.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you something, Elder Jacob. Remind us of the church that you attend and where you are in Jamaica.
Mavis Bank.
You are in
Mavis Bank SDA.
You are in Mavis Banks. And where's Mavis Banks? Which parish is it?
In
The foot of the Blue Mountain.
St. Andrew Blue Mountain, Mavis Banks. Go Papine and go up that side.
Yes, where you know the place.
Mavis Banks, Papine. Explain to me, Elder, Johnny Cake. What constitutes Johnny Cake, and why is it identified as a Johnny Cake? You know, when this statement is said, you're going like
they said Johnny Cake, but
yes,
really it's Journey Cake because of the longevity of it. It's really Journey Cake. It's a Johnny Cake, but it's really Journey Cake because it can keep for a while.
Oh, you mean like when you travel for long places, you carry it with you?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking it's a Journey Cake. It must be walking.
I didn't know that.
But what constitutes it though? It's different. Is it different from a dumpling?
Flour.
Is it different from a dumpling?
Yeah, it's a dumpling.
It's a dumpling?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
It's a dumpling.
It's flour, cornmeal,
Oh.
and baking powder.
Right.
But nowadays you have self-rising flour that you can use instead of baking powder. And some people can add a little sugar. Some people sometimes may rub up some butter with it.
Mm.
And you can mix it, flavor it,
Anyhow.
how you want. And some people sometimes put some milk lasco in it. Flavor it how they want it.
Put some Lasco in there.
Yeah, people do that, flavor it how they want it.
Well, I would say to you that I especially love my own with a little sugar in there.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of sweet. It cannot
Yeah, people do that.
It cannot change it a little bit. So I'm gonna just do it like this for you, sir.
Happy birthday to you.
Wishing you a happy birthday this morning.
Okay.
I probably should just tell you who the happy birthday coming from.
I don't have another birthday.
Yeah, but she Isa G saying she have another birthday. I should probably just tell you who the birthday coming from. I should
Yes.
I should
From Flashpoint.
well we were asked to do the birthday for you, and of course by the lady Sister Nicole from
Oh, okay.
so Nicole is saying happy birthday to you this morning, all the way from the UK through Flashpoint Media in the Grand Cayman Islands. So how far it coming from for you?
Okay, yes, I know her. Well,
You know Nikki well.
yeah.
Well, she
Yeah.
certainly took the time out to make sure that we understand that you must be big up on a day like this, 29th day of February, a leap year, and every 4 years. Let me ask you this before we come out, leave the birthday with you. How do you treat the every 4 years birthday? And then in two places, how do you celebrate it when there's not a 29th?
Just consider it like on the 1st of March because I don't think you can go backward. you have to go forward, so you'd have to consider that the 1st of March would be your day.
The 1st of March would be the new day, not the 29th. You just say, all right, since it's not a leap year, but how do you treat it when it becomes a leap year? Like, no. And you're actually getting a day for yourself.
Yeah, well, the last time I was in church and at the end of the day, I was pleasantly surprised. So I don't know what the day holds right now.
Well, I hope you were pleasantly surprised this morning by us calling you. You're live on Flashpoint this morning, all the way, all over the world. So she's in the United Kingdom, listening you this morning, saying all the things that you're saying. So, shout out to Nikki this morning, and of course, happy birthday to Elder Jacobs from the Mavis Banks SDA Church.
Yeah, man. We thank her so much. And her family too. I suppose everybody would be wishing me in our family.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day.
Have a great day, sir. Happy birthday, Elder Jacobs from Flashpoint and from the lady Nikki all the way in the United Kingdom. Right here in the Grand Cayman Islands.
Okay, so next birthday, I heard you asking about birthday for today, and I totally forget until you
Whose birthday is it today?
You would be surprised.
It's not your birthday. Oh,
it's my sister-in-law.
Because I would say I would be jumping off right now to say it's his birthday today.
No.
Your sister-in-law.
Which name is Doreen Horton. She lives in Montego Bay.
Doreen Horton.
I was looking if I have her number.
You have her number? You don't have her number? If you have her number, we just simply call her up this morning and just give her a surprise this morning. Well, probably the day is still young. You can probably try to find somebody who have it. And then we could come back. Well, then go and find him and then ask him for the number. See if we can just give her a surprise. We could come back for it, I guess, after these messages from our sponsors this morning. Yeah, let's do it that way then. Make sense?
Take it from me, Laska food drink is the best nutrition for the whole family. It provides protein, which keeps us healthy, and calcium, great for building strong bones and teeth. Laska food drink has vitamins A and C, which helps to prevent illnesses. I think that's what they call protecting the immune system. I'm never short on energy since it's fortified with iron. Nutrition never tasted so good.
Lasco food drink. Good, healthy, fun.
Lasco food drink.
Lasco food drink. Good, healthy, fun this morning. Yeah. We thank you this morning for all that have joined us so far. If you have just joined us, want to say welcome to Flashpoint. We want to say welcome to the family. Like, subscribe, and share the link with somebody else who have never had it before. I want to say good morning to Auntie Pat all the way in the U.S. Virgin Islands this morning. She was here in Grand Cayman Islands, and we had total fun. It was so nice to see her again. And Auntie Pat, I want to tell you, I really appreciate meeting you again at this time. It has changed me completely, and you brought back so many memories to my mind.
Jesus, I love you, I praise you, I adore you. Glorify thy name in all the earth. Glorify thy name. Glorify thy name. Glorify thy name in all the Glorify thy name. Glorify thy name. Glorify thy name in all the earth. Glorify thy name. Glorify thy name. Glorify thy name in all
Glorify thy name in all the earth this morning. Yeah, I really enjoyed that piece a while ago.
Yes.
Elder Jacobs was really surprised this morning,
course,
and
I-
of course eating his Johnny cake and was having
So early in the morning.
it so early in the morning.
Because I was saying, no, it's too early.
Too early. You might have to call her direct to get that link in there. If you probably that's the way to do it, and then from there we can probably see if we can celebrate that birthday this morning. Of course, we want to do a little bit of Black History this morning, bring our Black History feature for you today. So I guess we want to do it like this.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy.
Don't worry this morning. Be happy. A
Some
little bit of Black History for us this morning. I'm going to do a little bit of Black History. You know, each morning for the month of February, we showcased many different black personnels, black people who would have made a mark in society or made a mark in our history as black people, and where we are coming from, the struggles that they went through, how it happens to be, and how it didn't happen to be. Of course, we want to actually, make it so special for everyone.
Hello?
Hold on, here we go. Here we go this morning.
Yes, I'm here.
Hold on. Yes, it's
Hold
gonna
on.
be.
Yeah.
It's
Good
here.
morning, good morning.
Morning.
How is the birthday going?
You know, it's my birthday gone. I have it wrong. My birthday was from Tuesday, the 27th.
Well, actually, what we are doing here, you are live on Flashpoint this morning in Grand Cayman this morning. You are live on the radio, so whatever you say next.
Okay.
You are live in the studios of Flashpoint this morning. You're everywhere in the world today. They are hearing you. So, so we are just saying happy birthday.
My birthday was on the 27th of February, which I have an enjoyable day. My son was here with me. I haven't seen him for over 6.5 years. And I have a good day.
Wow.
Lovely day. Lovely day.
So we celebrate a belated birthday for you today. And that's how we're going to do it then, because it would have been a belated birthday.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
We are going to sing happy birthday song for you right now.
Yes, so happy birthday to you. So happy birthday, although it's gone. We're just giving the birthday energy today. We missed it by how many days? 2 days. All right, fine. We're not too far apart. We're not too far out this morning. Happy birthday to you, and I hope you have many, 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 many more.
Thank you.
All right.
Enjoying it. Enjoy. I've enjoyed. Thank you both so much.
All right.
Thank you.
You are very, very, very welcome.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
You are so welcome, and of course, we are happy to make sure that your day is better than the one you had yesterday.
Yes. All right. I understand.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Love you. Bye. Thank you.
All right. Have yourself a beautiful one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's a little song I wrote.
Here's a little song.
I'm
gonna play it note for note. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Just be happy, all right?
Be happy.
All right, so we are talking about Black history this morning, and we are going to be giving that feature. Of course, we are going to also be talking about ASI and the meet and greet this afternoon.
I don't forget my riddle at the end.
Of course, those who have the riddle, let's go with it. I'm going to do the Black history now, and then of course we're coming back for the riddle in a few minutes.
Be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
Black History Month was created in 1926 in the United States when historian Carter Godwin Woodson and the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History announced the second week of February to be Negro History Week. Since the 1890s, Black communities celebrated the birthdays of two people considered to have a big impact on Black history in the United States. Abraham Lincoln, February 12th, the American president that issued a preliminary Emancipation Proclamation that declared all enslaved people be forever freed in 1863, and Frederick Douglass, February 14th. After escaping slavery, he became a national leader of the abolitionist movement to end slavery and famous for his anti-slavery writings. In 1915, Woodson traveled to Washington, D.C. to participate in a national celebration of the nationwide emancipation. He was inspired by experiences from his trip to create an organization to promote the study of Black life and history. Soon after, he helped to form what is now known as the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. This association in 1926 sponsored a National Negro History Week, choosing the second week of February to coincide with Lincoln and Douglas's birthday. This inspired schools and communities nationwide to organize events to celebrate. The first Negro History Week was met with a lukewarm response, gaining the cooperation of the Department of Education of the states of North Carolina, Delaware, and West Virginia, as well as the city school administrations of Baltimore and Washington, D.C. Woodson felt that at least 1 week would allow for the general movement to become something annually celebrated. He realized the subject needed to resonate with a greater audience. Woodson contended that the teaching of Black history was essential to ensure the physical and intellectual survival of the race. If a race has no history, it has no worthwhile tradition. It becomes an unimportant factor in the world, and it stands in danger of being exterminated. By 1929, with only 2 exceptions, officials with the state departments of education of every state with considerable Black population made the event known to their teachers and distributed official literature. Churches also played a significant role in the distribution of literature, with the Black press aiding in the publicity effort. Throughout the 1930s, Negro History Week countered the growing myth of the lost cause of the Confederacy, that Blacks were better off under slavery. When you control a man's thinking, you do not have to worry about his actions, Woodson wrote in his book, The Miseducation of the Negro. You do not have to tell him not to stand here or go yonder. He will find his proper place and will stay in it. Throughout the following decades, Negro History Week grew in popularity, with mayors across the United States endorsing it as a holiday. Black History Month was first proposed by Black educators and the Black United States student at Kent State University in February 1969. The first celebration of Black History Month took place at Kent State 1 year later, from January 2nd to February 28th in 1970. By 1976, Black History Month was being celebrated all across the country when President Gerald Ford recognized the month during the celebration of the United States bicentennial. He urged Americans, seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavor throughout our history. Black History Month is observed in the United States and Canada in February. Ireland, the Netherlands, and the United Kingdom celebrate in October. On February 22nd, 2016, a 106-year-old Washington, D.C. resident and school volunteer, Virginia McLaurin, visited the White House as part of Black History Month. When asked by President Obama why she was there, McLaurin said,
Black president.
Look at him.
Yay!
Right there.
Like,
That's me.
yes. And I'm here to celebrate Black history.
That's exactly
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
That's
we're
right.
glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. In every life we have some trouble. But when you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry.
Don't worry, be happy. Black History Month. Here's a G. When you went to school, did you have white teachers?
No.
And only black teachers?
All black.
They say that black people were, one of the biggest thing about the black history is that when they started, slavery was abolished or ended, they had written a curriculum that would miseducate Negroes.
That they need to educate.
They would have made a curriculum on how to miseducate them.
Miseducate.
Which means that the education.
I know what miss mean. I know what miss mean. No, but that misinform them.
Misinform. There it is.
Yeah.
Misinform them about things and make them make the black children believe things that they shouldn't believe. It's
but
like
we're still in that era. You know?
It's still
yeah,
happening.
because even though slavery had been abolished according to them, we're still in mental slavery.
We're still in the mental slavery.
Yeah, a lot of people in still mental slavery because of the things we've been taught, and we can't unlearn them.
Unlearning those things are going to be difficult for us. Yeah. So Black History for you this morning. I hope you enjoyed that feature and take from it what you will. I would jump right in right now and say to a lot of persons that in the abolishing of slavery, and the persons who were instrumental were a lot of white persons.
Yeah.
What we consider white people. That gave up their lives on behalf of black people.
Yeah.
And they they hid black people in their homes. There was a thing called the Underground Railroad that was operated, but it wasn't operated by just black people. It was operated by white people helping black people to get from one state to the next, outside of the slave trader state, to places where there could have been free men and women. And white people would have hid them in their houses underneath the floorboards and all kind of things. And we have come under certain fire too, and house get burned down and family mistreated and killed her in the process of helping black people. So we have to be mindful that when we celebrate the history, we look at white people with an eye of hate, and not seeing also that when we were being
they were instrumental in helping us.
Lots of white people, while there were others who were persecuting, there were lots who were.
Yeah, and
we have to
same black people that were
hold on, so here it comes. That it was on the heels of black people who were running away from slavery, was black persons finding them and bringing them back to the slave masters. So the white people never really did, they used the same black people to find the black people and bring them back. So black people were sometimes more instrumental in slavery and the continuance of it than even white people at some point.
Yes,
this was a statement that is always rattling me even until this very day. And I should have found it somewhere and played for you. That there was a place where when the slave masters, when slavery was being abolished, went to the slave traders and said to them, because the slave traders come and say to the persons in Africa who were catching the black people, because it was the same black was catching black to sell them, we can't buy any more slaves from you. We can't take any more, we can't do the trade anymore because we're coming out too much fire. It's prison and death. The death penalty was instituted by this time and people will be killed just to know that you're still trading in slavery. And the black persons on the shore says, then what do you expect us to do?
All right.
Or you expect us to live now that you're not taking no more slave? The black persons utter that from their mouth. This was documented.
This brings me back to your point about the traders, the trademen them.
Yes.
If they should make a statement to say that they want the hurricane to come. How it would sound.
It would sound bad, not true.
Yeah.
But then yet still everybody has profit off it. Everybody has set up shop, profiting off it. But if somebody should utter it, it would sound bad. Really interesting. Of course, daily news is brought to you by, you know what? I should have gone to. Let's do the news and then come back to our art. Daily news is brought to us by Asai Ultrasound for all your ultrasound needs.
Okay.
Right here in the Grand K. All right. Yeah. Let me do this. I think I need to do something.
Sound.
I need to do something. I need to do something before I get into that. Yeah. Missed a little bit of something right there. Yeah. But you need to add the sound to it. But I guess we'll be able to get into it at this point.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note.
Good morning, listeners. Those joining us on Facebook, YouTube, those who are on Listen to My Radio or Zeno FM, a pleasant good morning. I'm Lady Elise. Here are the top stories for today. We begin with local news. Our top story revolves around the local scene around the ongoing trial of MP McKeever Bush. The jury, now on its third consecutive day of being sent home, witnessed another day of legal wrangling on Wednesday. While some proceedings took place behind a closed door, the judge imposed a gag order on the press, prohibiting any reporting on the trial status or the day's events. The jury is expected to reconvene today at 10 a.m. Bush, facing charges stemming from the allegations of indecent assault during a 2022 cocktail party, continues to deny the accusations despite claims of inappropriate behavior. In other news, Commissioner of Police Kurt Walton disclosed that investigations into the recent football stadium shooting are centered around a piece of pasture land adjacent to the Ed Bush Stadium. Police believe the shooter, with extensive knowledge of the area, targeted specific individuals with reckless disregard for others' safety. Despite the first 72 hours elapsing without an arrest, inquiries continue. Further overseas. Escaped prisoner in Grenada. Grenada remains on high alert as efforts persist to recapture a prisoner who escaped custody a week ago. The Royal Grenada Police Force intensifies its search for the 33-year-old male, appealing to the public for assistance. Authorities caution that the escapee may be armed and dangerous. Antigua Prime Minister's concerns over CDB President's leave. Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister raises concerns over the administrative leave process involving the President of the Caribbean Development Bank. Amidst secrecy surrounding the decision, questions arise about the procedures and accountability within the institution. CARICOM Summit concludes on positive note. Caribbean Community CARICOM leaders wrap up their 4-day summit in Guyana with optimism for the region's future. Discussions focused on Haiti's challenges and strategies for resilience and growth, setting the stage for potential elections in Haiti by 2025. Grant to enhance early warning systems in St. Martin. St. Martin received a grant from the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility to bolster its early warning systems. The initiative aims to improve the nation's preparedness for hydrometeorological events, aligning with efforts to mitigate the impact of natural disasters. And over in Jamaica, People National Party secures mayorship in Kingston. The People's National Party, PNP, clinches victory in the Kintyre division, securing control of the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. The Electoral Office of Jamaica confirmed that the PNP's win solidifying their position in the local government. And finally, Jamaica advances in CONCACAF Under-20. Jamaica secures a place in the CONCACAF Under-20 World Cup qualifying final round after defeating Bermuda 3-2. Despite a spirited performance from Bermuda, Jamaica's victory secures a spot in the next stage of the competition. Congratulations, Jamaica. That wraps up our morning news bulletin. Stay tuned to Flashpoint Radio for more updates throughout the day. I'm Lady Elise saying, have a great day.
Yesterday, that one was very interesting.
It
News
was.
news from all over the world today, this morning in Grenada. Escape people going on.
Although I'm not a football fan, I'm a cricket fan.
She heard football. I said escape. She heard football. Heard football. All right, let's go to sports. Let's go. I am. My experience of sports is this. I enjoy sports.
It doesn't matter which one.
I like which ones. I like many sports, but here's where I get it. I saw so many, especially football. It's a hostile sport. So I don't want to play anymore because the last time I played, yeah, I'm telling you.
You surprised me.
I'm telling you.
Because
Yeah, but I'm telling you.
No fault.
All right, so here's where it catches me.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing football as a young boy, and the friend and I then played after that, but not so much. And the next thing I know, I they call broke-ins, and I broke up the next one, man. I broke him up good. Yes, and him feel bad. I don't know. When I passed off the ball, all I remember is somebody throwing water on me.
Well, you look his water.
The guy kicked out my foot because I broke him up so much.
You
I didn't have the when I was kicked when my feet was removed from underneath me and I fell. I didn't have the ball at all, and he was upset and kicked out my foot and I just thought about it long and hard. I don't want to be a part.
PTSD.
It's called PTSD.
Post-traumatic stress syndrome.
You are diagnosing.
We're gonna get some counseling in the place for you. That's what we need to do.
Lady Reese is giving me counseling. let me pull this one up. Of course, joining us this morning is the man himself from ASI. We're going to talk a little bit about ASI this morning. And so, when we come back.
Yes.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. be happy. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry you make it double. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed. Don't worry, be happy. The landlord say your rent is late. You may have to litigate.
The landlord say your rent may be late this morning. You might have to litigate. You might have to just leave the premises. Yeah, you know, we come up with some really nice words sometimes, to say some very bad things. You can imagine somebody litigating me this morning. I went home and your light gone. What would you call that? I want to say good morning to our guest in studio this morning, the man himself, present and accounted for,
good morning,
Mr. Hudson. Hey, I'm having problems to call your name every time I have to call it.
No, it's very simple, Hudson.
Hudson.
Yes.
We have been worrying if we could call it this morning properly. I want to say good morning to you, sir, and welcome to Flashpoint.
Yes, welcome to the studio. It is such a privilege to have you this morning. This is the breakfast hour. It's all about positive vibes and motivation to get you started through the day. So we're happy that you decided to just pop on in and say hi.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
All right, so we're talking about ASI this morning. I'm going to put on the screen the flyer of ASI for those who do not know. And so we're going to be talking a little bit about it this morning.
Yeah, so ASI is Adventist Laymen in Service, or laypersons in service and industry.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a supporting ministry of the Seventh-day Adventist Church,
Mm-hmm.
in which we promote sharing Christ in our marketplace for those of our business owners and our professionals. And so this is we have a local chapter, but of course this is a part of the World Church. So we have a regional and then also a world body also of chapters in numerous countries around the region and around the world.
I have to say congratulations to you for the work that you have been doing with ASI. ASI has not been quiet, and as a matter of fact, I think you would have to be off the globe to not hear about ASI. What you should be asking, perhaps, what is ASI? Why is everybody so excited? So we started 2024 started with ASI saying stuff. It was just not a silent entity, because although we have heard about ASI for many years, sometimes we kind of put it in file 13 because it's not really at the forefront, but that is not the case. So I say congratulations to you for
making the awareness. I think bringing the awareness for ASI at this time is so important. For those who didn't know, and for those who have heard the name and don't know what it is. I think this administration, and I think the last administration, I must say, did work consecutively,
assiduously to get
to this point. But going forward right now, I'm thinking ASI is more on the tongues and tip of the lips of more people than we have ever heard about. Since now we are thinking about meeting and greeting and this afternoon.
Definitely.
So I don't know if you want to talk about that first, or you want to talk to us a little bit about ASI, what ASI intends to do.
Certainly.
Yeah.
We can talk about both. I mean, ASI has been in Cayman for a number of years. And one of the things that we have found is, our membership is quietly doing things. So we have been impacting the community here for many, many years. And so, I stand on the shoulders of many great past presidents that have done, a tremendous work. However, it's our time now to
Yes.
extend that and to continue and build on what
Carry the
they
baton.
they have done. And so this evening at 5:30, we're gonna have our meet and greet. We want all of our past members to come out, and we're encouraging anyone from the community that's involved is interested in networking and making a positive impact, by sharing Christ, sharing their experience in business and even in their professional lives. We're inviting them to come out to 47 Ashgrove Street in the Pinnacle Warehouse this afternoon.
So if you're an aspiring person, if you don't have to necessarily be a member, but you might be interested, come and find out more at ASI. No, I've never heard of Ashgrove Place Street until now. So tell the listeners.
So I'll give you the Cayman direction.
Yes,
so
right.
The A.L. Thompson Roundabout.
Right.
And then Godfrey Nixon Way.
Yes.
And the Auto Spa and Ace Paint. So it's on the same road as Ace Paint. Once you get onto that road of Ace Paint, you continue straight, and it's going to be on your left-hand side after you go around the curve.
We're going to go over to Ace Paint right now. Later on, we'll finish and collect something from them for the ads.
For the ads.
Yes.
Certainly.
So what do we expect for later this afternoon?
Well, I expect to get something to eat. That's
most definitely. We'll have some refreshments there for you. We'll also have, an opportunity, like I mentioned, for us to network. But one of the most important things is, we're going to share our agenda for this year. And, ASI Cayman has chosen some specific areas that we'd like to focus on. And one, of course, which is the life breath of our church, is evangelism. Right. ASI has always been involved with lay preachers, as our name states, sharing Christ however we can in different means. Sometimes, there's barriers for the church where ASI can actually, go past those barriers into the workplace as professionals, as business owners. So evangelism is one area that we'd want to target this year. We're also looking at, health and well-being. As Adventists, we have the health message, and we have always had it, but it's gone somewhat dormant. You've heard it so much times that you've grown numb to it.
Yeah.
You know what you should be doing, but you're not doing it. So what we're going to do as ASI is put together some programs and different initiatives to put that back in the forefront of our minds. The third thing are young people. The future of ASI.
Very important.
We want to ensure that ASI continues, and we also want to ensure that we build the strong next generation to bring. Things are not going to get any easier, so we want to ensure that our successors are prepared and ready to come. So we want to focus on our young people. The last area of focus will be of empowering through use of your finances, through use of your network, and also hopefully to set up some sort of a scholarship fund where we can also give back to the community in that way.
That's awesome. And I noticed that ASI now has a website that all members can actually join. So there's a central place there. You don't have to search and say, oh, I need this service. Where can I find it? Who do I go to? Right there, just at the click of a button.
It's what you call the business
directory.
The business directory. And I think that's a very well orchestrated brainchild of ASI. And I think it's a very good arm of the organization.
So it's adventistbusiness.org, and we're encouraging all of our business owners to go up there and post their business up there so that we can know our Adventist businesses, so that we can support you, so that we can encourage others in the community to come out and support your business. So this was launched earlier this year, and you can go onto the site. It's not only for Cayman, it's all over the region. So we have chapters in Bahamas, we have chapters in Trinidad, we have Belize. There are so many chapters regionally under the IAD that you'll be able to also see those businesses. So what we're doing is also bringing us closer together. over the years, we as a body is probably
disjointed a bit.
in
Yeah.
different silos. So
Yes.
what we're trying to do is bring that
Yes.
unity together so
Yes.
that we can, make a strong impact wherever we might find ourselves.
We are
as ASI.
definitely.
I am interested in the health programs that you are going to be doing. So what would that look like?
Certainly. One of the things that you might have seen over the years is that we have a monthly 5K run walk, and it's not competitive. We just want to have everyone encourage you to move, encourage
Stay
you
healthy.
to stay healthy, and it's one of the hard things to do in this days because we're all busy with everything else except taking care of ourselves.
Yeah.
So once a month, the last Sunday of every month, we try to encourage our members and the community to come out and join us for that health walk. Another initiative in the space of health that we want to do is we also want to have a health expo. But what we want to do is to encourage not only our members that are in the health field, but also our young people to get involved that way also. So K-Man Academy, we will be reaching out to you. We would want to involve them also, as our future. And lastly, we're looking to promote what I think is very important, backyard gardening. And also, if we could encourage even our churches to get involved, if we could find a plot of land somewhere, maybe there's a little, you'll be surprised what you can get from.
Get some expert to help people.
Yes.
I think that's one of the initiative of the conference, helping
Yes.
the director to promote.
Yes, you'll be surprised what you could grow in a pot. So people might
and
think
some of the old stuff.
exactly. People might think, oh, you need acres to grow food
have
for
the
yourself.
space.
No, you'll be surprised what you could grow in a very small space these days.
And just to let you know that I am going to be sponsoring or putting on a mental health summit the 19th and the 20th of May.
Yes,
Right? So
yes.
I'm hoping that ASI will be a part of that.
We will
mental health
definitely.
summit. Yeah, so I'll
Yes.
talk to you.
Well, actually, we would love to see you this afternoon so that we can ensure that you register.
She is
and that
Team
we can-
Flashpoint, so she will. She is Team Flashpoint. She will be there, right, Hazel G?
Yes.
I should introduce you. Her Flashpoint name is Hazel G.
Excellent. So
Like
we hope
it,
to see
Hazel
you.
G.
What we're trying to do is also to take account of our membership locally
Yes,
and what
yes.
we are able to do. So ASI will be glad to partner with you in that. Yes.
It says the popular politician in Jamaica would say, "Plant what you eat, what you grow, and plant what you grow what you eat,
Eat
and
what you
eat
grow.
what you grow."
Yes. Yes.
And that concept is not a very bad concept to have.
Yes.
Not at all.
And to hear it be revitalized.
Yeah, with all of these with all of these processed food that people are eating.
Let's
and when you buy this packaged thing, you can't even call the names of the thing on it.
Exactly.
When you plant what you eat and eat what you plant, then you know what
You can spell it.
Here's a word.
A banana is banana, right? Yeah, yam is yam. But
Exactly.
when you pick up the package and you read it, and you can't even call
the name.
Yes.
So what we're doing now is that we're going to use a medical term that the anesthesiologist would use: resuscitation. A round of applause for that one. I mean, resuscitating the health message is, I would say this: Rastafarians to become a Rasta, I task you, brother. It's a big thing, And so for people who have such a powerful message,
Yes.
it's hard to be ignoring it.
Yes.
So blatantly.
I think it's important that, to your point, if you have more than one ingredient in it, that's what we should be, trying to get to. Where we're eating one ingredient
at the time.
Rather than...
Not processed.
We are talking about this morning,
Multiple.
the Steve Jobs very popular statement that says, and it's one of the many that he had have made when he was on his last stage in his struggle with his illness. He says, if you don't eat your food, you must eat your food as your medicine, or you will eat your medicine
as your food. Yeah.
And we said it this morning. and it just and ironic, it was coming out this morning. It wasn't something that I was planning to say, but then here we are talking about the health message.
Yes.
And it was relevant this morning,
Yes.
and here we are talking about it again. It's so important that we
No
find
coincidence.
no
Yep.
coincidence are occurring here.
No, the Spirit is moving. The Spirit is moving. The Holy Spirit is moving.
So I want you to
Yes.
remind the viewers and listeners, and also we have worldwide viewership and listenership. So I'm happy that you mentioned that ASI is not a Cayman
Not just
thing.
Cayman.
It's not
No.
it's a worldwide thing. So hop on there, be a part. You go to your workplace. Don't feel that you can't make an impact in your neck of the woods wherever you are. And remember, ASI meet and greet will be live on Flashpoint. So be a part. Come share, share the link. We will be there in living
Do it.
colors this afternoon.
As a reminder that most people don't know that ASI Flashpoint is ASI.
Well, we
Yeah.
want to get the word out there, and that's
Yes.
our mandate as Christians and as
Yes.
Adventists is to go
Yes.
and share the word wherever we can.
Wherever we are.
And Flashpoint is a great opportunity for us to get the word out there. And we want to encourage everyone to join us this evening. Come out, meet some fellow-minded individuals, and we look forward to great things in 2024.
All right.
Yes.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We were talking. ASI is in the house. Let's put it on the flyer on the screen for you. People are talking about this evening. Meet and greet this evening. Coming up. Flashpoint will be there. We'll be doing a little bit of, checking out the venue. I'll be trying to get
You're
some.
trying to find where it is.
I'm trying to try. I know where it is. I went
You know
there.
where
I
it
went
is?
there yesterday.
Oh,
Actually,
you went there yesterday. That's why you know.
I went there yesterday.
No, I followed them all the way to A.L. Thompson, but I got lost.
You get lost along the way.
Godfrey Nixon way.
Godfrey Nixon way, man.
That is going like you're going to Eastern Avenue.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
What is before you reach Eastern Avenue?
Yes.
It's like
The road that connects.
You know the swamp.
when
You know
you
it-
go to roundabout, if you go left,
No, you go left to go
Go
to
left.
Eastern Avenue,
Right.
but before you reach Swamp,
Yes.
the right turn before Swamp.
before some.
Yeah, you
What's
might
the
want to
other
do-
name for swamp?
Swamp.
Yeah, I don't know any other
There's
name.
no other name. I don't know. If there's a name for Swamp, no, there's a name.
The
no,
right
no,
turn.
There's a name. There's a name. There's
I'm
a
going
name.
to have that
There's a name for
name
the road. No, there's a name
for that road
There's a name for the
tomorrow.
road. No, I can ask. I could ask and tell you right now. I could get the text message coming in. I could ask. I know somebody. I was told the name, and I didn't know where to find the road. When they say Swamp, I said, "Oh, I know where it is." It's like saying Dog City.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
you know
figure
where
that
it
out.
is. Yes.
We know.
But at least you, yeah.
Yeah, we know these things easily. It's not hard to find.
Yes.
Well, we thank you for coming in, Mr. Hodgson, for giving us the encouraging us to come out and to support
Yes.
ASI, and be there, guys. Come out and be the change.
Come
that,
meet and greet, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Be the change that you want to see.
Yeah.
Be that change. All right.
Are we getting out of studio now?
Riddle me this, riddle me that. We're going to do the riddle just before we go. One little bit. Anybody get the riddle? Let's go for the riddle right now. I'm going to go to see if we got
I
the
look
riddle.
at our VIP. I don't see any VIP responding.
So, all right, fine. So, the riddle was... Tell us about the riddle again. Let's go for the riddle.
What do you call an upset stomach after eating a cake?
What do you call an upset stomach after eating a cake?
Upset stomach after eating a cake.
You don't want to hear what I said.
He says it's diarrhea.
I don't know what to say. Because I'm just thinking about that. If you have an upset stomach after eating a cake, I can just imagine what's going on inside. It's not an easy thing to see, so I don't know. Alright, so since we don't know, I guess for those who don't know, like myself, I think it's time for us to know what the upset stomach looks like.
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Guess with this riddle and
Perhaps not. Alright,
Alright.
let's get it.
What do you call an upset stomach?
Yes.
After eating a cake. It is stomach cake.
Stomach ache.
Stomach cake, see a cake.
No, stomach ache, yes.
Stomach ache.
Yes.
Stomach
Ache. Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I
God.
get it.
But then, you know, I wasn't too far from running belly. I don't think I was too far from the running belly story at all, because I think I'm right here. I'm right there with everything. And so, guys, I want to say thank you for joining us this morning for the breakfast hour. Thank you for coming on. Share, like, and subscribe. Catch you tomorrow morning, same time, same place, when we do it all over again for you. Bye, guys.
Another day, I smile, though I don't have no money. I won't let that phase me, 'cause I'm so grateful for life and another chance. I'm gonna go through my day with a beautiful smile, even when things ain't going my way. I'm thankful for the gift of life. Gonna share that smile, it will never ever fade away. I'm alive, in spite of all my struggles. I'm alive, won't be drowned by my sorrows. I'm alive, yeah. Gonna live like there's no tomorrow. Hey, 'cause today is all I have. Work hard every day for me and my family. It's rough, but I gotta make it. Right now, can't hesitate. My time will come, and I'll be a better man. I'm gonna go